Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna check. Yep, my mic is working and it is. Alright, let's load a game. Let's load. There we go. What are the options? Extras. Oh, wait. Let's do the school store right now. See if we can get some stuff right at the beginning. Get some presents. Actually, I have to open up some stuff. I'll be back. Danganronpa fandom.com. Okay, anyway. What I actually need is... Oh, it's Byakuya's birthday today! It's the 5th of May! It's Byakuya's birthday! I didn't know that. Wait a second, I'm gonna change my title. Happy birthday, Byakuya! Here we go. It's Byakuya's birthday. Information. What I actually want is certain character information. It's fine because I need to get certain things. I had a list. I don't know where that list is. I don't think we can hang out with Byakuya this thing. It's fine. I just need free time events. Here we go. Availability, that's what I want. Okay, yeah, we can't hang out with Byakuya. This chapter. It's fine. Yeah. Sakura. We'll hang out with Sakura. As well. Okay, I've got all the information I want that we all need. So let's continue getting some presents for a bit. Ooh! I thought it was going to be lucky for a bit. It's fine. Junko's not alive. We can't give it to her. Oh, an octopus? I don't know. We'll have a look later. Our repeat chance is still pretty low, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of coins. Come on. Ooh! Lucky. We are the ultimate lucky student after all. Ooh. A class ring. Who are we going to give that to? Who do you think Makoto should give a class ring to? Sayaka's dead, so it can't be her. What about Kyoko? Anyway, how's everyone going? Is your waifu or husbando or child still alive? Yes to all three for me, so great news for me. I'm doing great. Sakura, Byakuya, and Chihiro are all alive. Lucky. I might turn the fairy lights off for today's stream. I like them, but it means there's a lot going on the screen for Danganronpa. Another ring. So many rings. Are we gonna get engaged? There's no other use for the coins, by the way. That's why I'm doing this. And I want to give presents to my friends. My beloved friends. Who are all going to stay alive, obviously. Because this is not a murder game. This is not the killing school life. It's just friends and friendship. It's a dating sim. The best dating sim. Can you imagine trying to claim this as a dating sim? What did we get? Okay. Okie dokie. Another ring. We've got to pick one person to give rings to, otherwise we're going to be giving some really mixed messages. I didn't do my face really. Oh well. Boom! Oh, that's perfect for Hina! Oh, yes. That's one of them I already had. We'll hang out with Hina eventually. She's not high up. She's not on my list, but I think eventually we'll get around to it. The great thing about the second game, and I'm not gonna go into it a lot, is that you can buy the skills that you want, so you can just hang out with whoever. I think there's one skill you can get if you max out a friendship, but all the skills I want for that game you buy, so... Luckily, I love all of the characters except for Hifumi, and so hanging out with any of them is not an issue. Is that like a cigar? No, I think that's a pen. What am I thinking? Some of the images are hard to tell, okay? Give me a break. We're nearly there. Camera. I think those are the Millennium Prize puzzles, so they're a good thing for Chihiro or Byakuya, as far as I'm aware. A thong? Who are we gonna give a thong to? Who are we giving a thong to? I could do this between streams, but like, we can start off every Danganronpa stream with a bit of Monomoni Machine. Ooh, I like that bag. Look, our repeat scene has changed a lot since we started. But we've got a lot of present options for our beloved friends. Our darling, beloved friends who are not going to die. No one. This is just a dating sim. Glasses. More glasses. Go home to me, I need to see, thanks. Ooh, a brooch. Scissors? Skizzes? Kati-kati? Kati-kati is the Te Reo Māori word for scissors. There you go, there's your Te Reo Māori word for the day, kati-kati. Oh, I thought we were gonna be lucky. Alright, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, and then we can get into the story. Oh, I unlocked an achievement. I think it's to do with all the presents I've got. Ooh, lucky! 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 What's that? Another cigar. I'm pretty sure it's a pen, but I'm gonna keep calling it a cigar. Ooh, a sword. Is it a replica sword? With gold dust that comes off? And stained your hands? Bow? Pretty bow? Like a binder? But that's not your chest, so I don't know. Telephone. Why are we getting tumbleweeds? And the last coin, there we go. Tea! I love tea. Yes! Lucky! What are we getting? Noodle? Noodles? Ramen? I think they actually see the ramen. So continue. Yeah. Okie dokie. gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot! Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses!
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotten corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
you got it.
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. I mean, Byakuya's got a point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, finding a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. To find them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. I mean, Chihiro. The other option was everyone else dying. I'm sorry, sometimes there are no easy choices. I love you, Chihiro.
But
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us. closed. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind! Ding dong ping pong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the death of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. 11037? But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's Life of Despair, Chapter 2. Daily Life. Alright. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he going to do this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Taka's the only one doing it. Byakuya is just like, nah. Exercise is for peasants. Hina's like, I mean, I love exercise, but I don't want to do what Monokuma's telling me. And no one else is doing it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you're gonna make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto.
Yaha!
Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? Whoa. So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. What is he talking about? Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you Sorry, I thought that was Monokuma. I'm sorry, Makoto. You don't have Monokuma's voice. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? I mean, I don't. How would we know? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. No one to tell us no except Monokuma.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. Okay, so first of all, these days, ADD is ADHD. It's just different types of ADHD. But, 10 years or so, it's, what are you gonna do? It's not a new thing, and it's not a these days thing, but whatever.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Please explode, he wants you to die. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. Yeah, that sounds about right. But, a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside? Hina,
I wonder about that.
that seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. Basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as a signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Now scatter! Okie dokie. Oh. F1. Sorry, I'm just remembering. Because it's been 3 weeks. Let's see what presents were. Cola, rosehip tea, potato chips. We have like 3 potato chips. Prismatic hardtack, Sonic cup of noodle, ration, flotation donut. Oh yeah, that's like a really great present for Hina. Birdseed, kitten hair clip, everlasting bracelets, love status ring. Where on your right hand you're looking for love. On your left you found it. On both, well, that's asking for a catastrophe. Brand new diamond ring, popularly used in engagement rings. Although this one's just imitation. Hope's Peak Academy ring. Blueberry perfume. Scarab brooch. Charm, God of War charm. Max gloves. Glasses. Slippers, roller slippers, oh my gosh. Fresh bindings. Emperor's thong. Princess Pickles, well that would be good for Hifumi, but we're never gonna hang out with him, so. Shears. Quality Chinchilica. Camera. Tumbleweed. Why? We have like 4 tumbleweed. Why? Uneating dandelion. Cherry blossom bouquet. I'm gonna give that to Sakura. Alright, let's go. Yes. Hey, hero.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad! This is super bad, man! What are you talking about? I didn't understand anything all that weird in there. Sure, it's the untrained eye is nothing, but this is awful! A bad, awful, terrible trap!
For serious?
That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge! It's an element of the total devastation and ruin!
Let me out of here!
I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know if he knows what he's talking about. Alright. Let's leave, let's leave, let's go find the stairs. Oh. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a whole new world? If so, what's up there? Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Second floor, yes. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's got to be something. That is the bathroom. That. Ooh, a pool.
Just a second.
Oh, Mikoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, pool, pool! You don't have to keep repeating it, I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Yeah, she's the ultimate swimming pro. Of course she's excited about a pool. Hey, Chihiro. Have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't. A pool, so exciting. Yes. Hi, little star. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Playing Danganronpa. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? Yes. That's a pretty weird phobia though. Lots of people have... Yeah, swimsuits can be a bit... Yeah. Celestia Ludenberg? The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial might not be so bad. Celeste. Hina.
Okay.
The locker rooms connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. Are you familiar with Danganronpa Star? In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it. Mad? Why are you getting mad? Alright, let's... Oh yes, this keeps looking. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Nice! We got a queen! Not at all. Okay, so basically it is not a dating sim. I was going to say it's a dating sim, which is a joke. It is not a dating sim. We're on chapter 2. Basically, there's a school where ultimate students come to. They're like the best in their field. So we've got the ultimate swimming pro. We have the ultimate writing prodigy. We have the ultimate affluent progeny. We have the ultimate hall monitor. We have the ultimate biker gang leader. You know, these kind of things who are like the top of their field in school thing, but they're like high school students. And they've come to the school and they've been locked in it, and they've been told that to get out they have to murder someone and get away with it. So after a murder, there's a class trial to figure out who did it. If they figure it out, the person who did the murder dies. If they don't figure it out, the person who did the murder gets away and everyone else is killed. So we're on chapter 2. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? It's a killing game, Makoto. Is this some kind of card reader? I wonder what it's for. Sounds like quite the story. Yeah, a surveillance camera. Even here we're being watched. We started with 15 students. And we're down to 12. We're a boy, by the way. Behind this door is the locker room. This is the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space here. Yes. 6 chapters, I'm pretty sure. Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? I've been posting the VODs up on my YouTube channel because this is one of those stories you gotta kind of follow along with. So, yeah. But I love... So, I am familiar with this game pretty well. I know the game. I know the sequels. I know everything. I'm kind of quite deep into the fandom. But I'm not going to be sharing what I know of the future, if that makes sense. So there's like a general no spoilers rule, and that's for me as well. So yeah. It's one of those stories that there is a certain joy in inflicting it on others. Really? This is the murder bear. He's the principal of this school. The headmaster. He's the one who told them all to kill each other. His name is Monokuma. If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. Love and Evil Bear, exactly. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for this scandalous sexual depravity. Jesus. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right?
Yoo-hoo!
And it'll all be...
Just a second.
I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. Hina, I don't think you'd be alive long enough for it to hurt. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound?
I got it!
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's cause my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age you'd try humping a plastic bottle. There's a reason this stream is mature, by the way. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decide to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. That's very heteronormative of you, Celestia. All I care about is protecting the whole image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want. Jesus Christ, Monokuma. No, not by force.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Ah.
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm
Yeah, because
sorry.
all the makeup will come off probably. She's like Goth Lolita, which is a great look, by the way. Also, pretty sure red eyes, not real. I don't know, it's anime. Sorry, I'll pass this time.
Huh?
How come when you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it? Like, listen, as someone who's hydrophobic because of past trauma, your experiences are not universal, Hina. I know you're the ultimate swimming pro, but some people don't like it so much. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Exactly. Thank you, Makoto. So the character we're playing is Makoto Naiki. He is the ultimate lucky student. Basically, every year, this ultimate school does a lottery to choose one random student, and they're called the ultimate lucky student. Alright, let's go into the thing. Cool poster. Now this is an interesting poster. Obviously someone put this in the school, but is it really okay to have something like this here? No, not in a school. I'm starving for information from the outside world. If only there was a TV that worked. Ah, here's the pool. Lockers. Well, I would expect to say that at any normal pool. Nice. Yay, coins for presents! So, in each chapter, you can hang out. You get a certain amount of free time where you can hang out with characters you might be interested in. And you can give them presents to have certain events, and you eventually get skills to help with the class trials and stuff. So it's worth doing them. Okay, I wasn't gonna take a break until until at least 1 hour, but I really need to use the bathroom. Sorry. So I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna make some tea. And then I will be back. So I'm just gonna quickly save. Let's save it. Actually, there might be 7 chapters. Can't remember. And I will be back. Yeah. Bye bye. Hello, I came back. I also now have tea. With my old tea or death mug. I need to actually... Wait. No. Escape. Alright, so we've seen the pool, now we need to keep going. Alright. I don't think we can go in there, that's the girls' bathroom. I mean, he's right. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in here. Okie dokie. I have some hot jam brownie tea from T2, so I don't think they do it anymore. There's more stairs. Because it was a special for Mother's Day last year or the year before. I can't remember which. I might be doing it again because it is Mother's Day. It's really Sakura. I love Sakura. She's my favorite girl. So one of my favorite things to do with this and others is make everyone choose a waifu or husbando. Or a child. I have one of each for this game. Sakura is the ultimate martial artist. Yes, I noticed in Countdown they had some of the T2 teas. I love T2, it's so good. I get one of the T2 subscriptions. Subscription boxes, which is super good. And I noticed that. So if I'm ever low on my French Earl Grey tea, I'll go grab some, which actually I think I am. What one did you try? This must be what he meant by a new world.
Huh.
I should probably take a really close look around. A detox one, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I have that somewhere. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time is wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I really don't like that. Queen! I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I don't usually drink tea, so I have no idea what one to try. Oh, that's fair enough. You have contacts who know tea well. There's me, there's Stasi. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but on the second floor too, the windows here have those same metal plates covering them. It all depends on what kind of flavours you like, though. I mean, like, I like a lot of different teas. I love all sorts of tea, but I didn't initially. You know, tastes change. This one of the monitors kind of, yeah, if I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me.
I see. Huh.
Let's leave. Yeah. I like, ones that have... I mean, sometimes you just want a black tea because you want caffeine. Sometimes you want something that's like with a bit of flavor. So the hot jam brownie has like, Jesus, I don't even know what they are. Did I completely pass the library? So the hot jam brownie has like flavors of chocolate and raspberry through it. Reality is that? So fun fact: the blood in this game is hot pink. So that is blood. We look at everything so we can get some coins. Nice. And then, of course, herbal teas are great. I love chamomile tea. I go through so much chamomile tea. Ooh, there's a lot of people. So this is Byakuya. He's the ultimate affluent progeny. He's my favorite dude. He's my husbando. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's just high school, they've been pretty careless about giving... I find some just don't have much flavour. Yes, that can be true as well. That's often true with tea bags, like regular tea bags, like because that's often the dust rather than the actual tea leaves themselves. Not all tea bags, like the T2 tea bags don't, and other ones. This is Kyoko. She's the ultimate I don't know. No one knows. This is Fumi. He is a creep. Yeah. So like Dilma and those kind of things, like they're good for a bit of caffeine, a little bit of flavour, but it's usually just tea dust. I might be a bit of a tea snob. I think I'm less of a tea snob and more of like... I don't know, there's another word. Anyway, Hifumi, he is a creep and also the ultimate fan comic creator. The translation says fanfic creator, which is... appreciates quality, yeah, that's a good way to say it. Which is a bad translation. It's fan comics. This is Toko. She is the ultimate writing prodigy. She writes like romance novels. She wrote her first novel at the age of like 10 or 12 or something. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
So,
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Ooh, a letter. Guess who got a letter? The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave it here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem...
Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over this abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. Flashback time! But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words,
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? Who knows? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now, if...
as you can see, you can now see the 2 members of this class that actually have brain cells. Makoto sometimes gets the shared brain cell between the rest of them, but Kyoko and Byakuya are the only ones that actually have them. All the time. If the 2 events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find out more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. I'll be the one who shares one. Yeah, honestly. I say the rest of the group shares it, but Makoto is in possession of it at least 50% of the time. And always in the important moments. So I don't know how the rest of the class gets on. It's tricky. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? I genuinely... people will say, oh, what would you go to Hope's Peak? What would your ultimate talent be? Sims player? Is that a skill? Is that a talent? Can I be the ultimate Sims player? I don't even think that's true. Or... Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the 2nd floor. But I don't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. What I can do now is... It's a thing now, exactly. Someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. I mean, I'd like to be the ultimate fanfic creator, but I also know that there are much better fanfic writers out there.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover anything, any interesting new anything? What, Taka? This is the ultimate. His title is the ultimate moral compass, which I think is a bad translation as well. He's basically... Sims fanfic is a thing, of course. He's basically the ultimate, like, hall monitor.
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Honestly, look at Archive of Our Own, look up The Sims, and there will be fanfic. It'll be about like Goth or something, but it exists. There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and listen!
The warehouse and bathhouse on the 1st floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. Noob. Fanfic noob. I've been in the fanfic world for... How old am I? I'm 30. 16 years. It's been more than half my life. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like, ha ha ha!
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the
What?
warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? He's the ultimate biker gang leader. Unfortunately, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people!
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse or whatever the fuck? Buddy fuddy. I think I said that wrong.
Stop fucking around.
For those who are around and don't know, whare is te reo Māori for house. We have a store here called The Warehouse, which is basically like a kind of like Walmart in a way. I think would be a good equivalent. And people often call it the warewhare. We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes. For now, we must each find a way to enjoy your current situation. Celeste is the ultimate gambler.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? It's called despair, Makoto. Byakuya. By the way, it's his birthday today, May the 5th. Happy birthday, Byakuya. You're an asshole and I love you. Ding! Dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our rooms during night time. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Monokuma Theatre. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. I can. I've been working on this embroidery. My grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends and maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
So, the Monokuma Theatre sometimes is relevant, and sometimes is not. Ding dong bing pong!
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Beautiful day!
Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
A new rule has been added. Alright. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. No, that's wrong. Beep, 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 beep. Yep, let's leave. Let's go. Let's get rid of the map. I don't need it anymore. I know where I am. Oh, it's around. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Taka was right, we really can get in here now. But others must be waiting for me in the dining hall. Alrighty. Let's go.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto! Good morning, is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo!
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. I don't think Byakuya's turning up, hero. He doesn't want to play nice. Byakuya's no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he's trying to get the King of Tidiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is... I am thirsty.
Hey, come on.
How the hell is that a problem? You feel me? Would you make me some tea? Tea? tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of a coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh,
Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Lisa's order, Hifumi something in a few minutes later. Thank you for waiting. Hifumi appeared with tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of causality, basic instinct, act and react. Shut up. Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Let's get some tea emotes. It's giving me my own chat rules, thanks. Tea sip tea. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Wait! She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at Whoa! What?
What?
What the? Hey! What are you doing, my little white rabbit? Fuck. I hate this kind of tea! I don't understand.
yes, indeed.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be a part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review the menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. I really disagree with her. That is not the way to make tea. The milk gets added. If milk is part of the brewing process, no. That's a very, she's like trying to be like upper class. That's anyway, let's not talk about that. She's wrong about tea. If I had to describe her shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther? Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even if cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you are not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu.
You little bitch!
That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine!
Say what? Yay!
Your little piggy will bring it out! Bring it right out! Whoa. I do so love coercion.
Huh?
You were like a totally different person just now. Yeah, no kidding.
Shit.
Yeah, shit. You really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. I hate to have her as a lover even more. I don't know. Seriously, man. She was one scary chick. She's great. I mean, she's completely wrong about tea, but she's great. Dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... Bad news, everyone. There is a mystery afoot.
Huh?
Sherlock? Huh? What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
I think maybe...
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that, He didn't have to say anything else. All their music changed. Everyone understood exactly what he might mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone.
Um...
Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well then.
Very well, then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building.
Um...
Yeah, before it's, too late. It's too soon in the chapter for a murder. Anyway, we haven't had any free time, so it's not a murder. Anyway, we have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to go check out the second floor of the school again. Celeste? Aren't you going to help look for Byakuya? I have not had my tea yet. Huh?
As for me...
Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you are in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. Uh-huh. Aren't you being kind of selfish? Tea's important. I'm sure Byakuya's fine. It's too early in the chapter. We go in the bathhouse now. Yeah.
Yo.
How's it going? You find him? No.
Hey, come on.
Shit, man, where the hell did he go? I mean, Mondo, you only went across the hall. He's got his head stuck so far up his ass. Who knows what's going on with him? He's a rich kid. I figured maybe he was taking a bath or something.
By the way.
So what about you? You a morning bath kind of guy?
Hell yeah.
After spending all night riding your hog, wind in your face, there's nothing better than a morning dip. The hot water loosens you up and the heat of your soul gets you hot and body pumping. Sure thing. I have to take your word for all that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
What?
What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Fucking nerd.
Hell yeah.
Nerd. Guys gotta Guys gotta I'm sorry. I can't. Makoto, expose yourself to me. Jesus Christ. Guys gotta expose themselves to each other, you know? Come with me next time, you'll see. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, why is it like that? Oh, I hate that. I mean, I kind of love it, but oh god. Oh, think about it. But, I mean, it's not like you've been riding your hog here in the school, right? I mean, if he's all about guys exposing each other and themselves to each other, who knows whose hog he's been riding? Okay. What's this? What's this? There's something in the air! Is it the heat source for the sauna? Why do they want any coins? This bathtub is huge. Give me my coins! Using this chair would make me feel kind of old. Why? Makoto, why? Nice. Give me my fucking money. Lockers. One of them is unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. Alright, let's go. Toko, what are you doing? Oh, this Hina. Hey, Toko, hanging out with Hina, huh?
What's your problem?
What? You got a problem with that? No. Something might have happened, right? Being alone right now might not be safe. So you got scared and decided to stay close to Hina. I guess everyone has a softer side. As long as I'm with the sports idiot, if something does happen, I'm sure she'd jump in without thinking and take the fall. Huh?
What the heck?
What? Were you eavesdropping? Awful. You're just awful. Get lost, you stray cat. Yeah, okay. Hey, Hina. Any light? Nah, it's no use. I keep banging on the door and nothing. Come on already. Open up. Careful, you gotta bust the door down hitting it that hard. Relax. This is nothing compared to what Sakura could do. Sakura is really awesome, you know. If she really wanted to, she could tear this door to shreds. I super ship Hina and Sakura. I see. Well, she is the ultimate martial artist. You might actually be able to do it. I've been knocking long enough. I think I can say for sure he's not here. I think you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go look around for him.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Nope, let's not walk backwards. I'm pretty sure there's something to run, but I don't know what it is, so we won't. Hey, Kyoko.
Hey,
So you thought to come here too? Huh?
so...
You think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, I think I completely missed it. You can probably guess where he is right now, right? Huh? What was it? Library! I opened the door to the library and looked inside. I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? What did you think he was? Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them. What? Him just reading? With coffee?
Hey,
I mean...
what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Baby. Love ya. I do have to say, this chapter is Byakuya's worst. He is a massive dick in this chapter. It is easily his worst chapter. This is also the chapter that I decided he was my favorite. So, you know. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
You!
So this is where you've been hiding? Heck are you doing here, man? Reading! Just because you don't know how? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well...
Oh, what were you reading? A mystery novel.
Well...
Wait, so are you going to use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. What?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours would be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. Yeah, because he's a massive dick. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this strange killing game.
Damn you!
What the fuck do you mean, game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life and death. Life or death, which can only have one winner. That's all there is to it. He is right. It's a zero-sum game. Huh?
Are you okay with this?
It is a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
is that okay?
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So, in other words,
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. Makoto, that was clearly what they had in mind. You poor naive sunshine. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
what?
Oh, why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. His smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. I mean, Makoto, I think you're probably exaggerating a bit. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Tagami era parent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but... Do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life or death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours. Oh, shut up.
Oh,
Well, pal, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
no.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because...
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. For your own friends, is
That's horrific.
friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
You know,
What?
but what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes? If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around!
Hey, shithead! You get off of bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? How long do you think that's gonna last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you! I mean, yeah.
What?
Man, it's been so long since I played this. Hey, Quill, how are you? Ooh, gee. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna play 1 and 2, possibly V3. I don't know. I just love this game, and I love the series, and I want to inflict it on other people. I started the second game and then had it spoiled for me, so I never finished it. Yay! I love that for you! That's why we have no spoilers in this chat. I know the game, but some people who are hanging out might not. So we just got a blanket no spoilers rule. And it will be the same on my YouTube vaults, because I've been posting them all on YouTube. You're a good team. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I love this game, and it's so much better when you're not spoiled. With the first game, I got spoiled for who the mastermind was, like just a day before I would have found out anyway, which sucked. It didn't ruin it completely because there was still a bunch of things I wasn't spoiled for, but that was just kind of like, oh, okay. It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch!
That's it! You're fucking dead!
Just a second.
Hold on, just calm down!
Piece of shit!
I am calm! Just so we calm! Sorry, I'm just thinking of that, you know, Me, the Taylor Swift song, beginning, it's just like, just be calm! I was this calm. Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet. I mean, here's the thing. Yes, he's an asshole, but he kinda has a point.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something. You're in a game!
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that ultimately, you're all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance back from Byakuya left, I'm going through a lot of tea. I'll have my second break soon, and I will make more tea. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend. Yeah, but he's right. You are in a killing game. You do not know who could kill.
But...
Was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then.
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Anyway.
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. I mean, maybe.
What the heck?
And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. I'm trying to do voices, which probably doesn't help my throat, but you know what? You gotta. It's free time. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. You gotta, exactly. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Why do we all know at least one person like Toko? Right. Jeez, I'm tired already, but I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. It's free time! Who am I hanging out with? I need to go hang out with... Let's go hang out with Taka. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. It's been 3 weeks since I played, so I don't know. Okay, so... Coco is in her room. Okay. Free time is me time. I like to hang out with people. He's in the second floor hallway. Because I want, okay, we're gonna walk past him. He doesn't exist. We don't like him. He's stupid. I like to get the skills and stuff that we need. Okay, so I obviously walked right past Taka because I was in such a hurry to get past Hifumi. Mr. Hero, wait, where's Taka? Excuse me, I was told Taka was in the hallway. Where the frick is he? Oh, there he is.
You hear me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I remember the outcome of the trials, and I remember story beats, and I remember things like that. But exact details kind of slip my mind. I have a list of people I want to hang out with for skills for the class trials. Which is why I've gone the thing. And I've got a thing up here for presents and stuff. Every time. Ah, here we go. That's why I think I should still get back to 2, because even though I was spoiled for a big thing, I still don't know the exact beats of the game. Yeah, and I think there might still be parts where which is, there might still be parts that you don't know about, and you might not know how they go about introducing that. So, you know, I think it's worth it. Alright, I know what to give him. When you see someone naked, you can tell at a glance whether they're trustworthy or not. What? Which is why it's necessary for us to bear ourselves to each other. You're like Mondo. Okay, Mondo said the same thing. He said it's important for men to expose themselves to each other. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah, Mondo and this dude... I mean, yes, but we haven't reached that point yet. But yes, I love... Okay, my ships for this game are Mondo and Taka, Hina and Sakura, and Makoto and Byakuya. Okay.
You understand?
Show me what you got. Show me everything. Should I hang out with... Yeah. Spend some time with Taka.
Count
I'm gonna do this and then we'll go for a quick break. Alright. When the body is naked, so is the soul. So get stripping down. Yeah. He and Mondo, honestly, they're the same. You gotta expose yourself. Frickin'... I think I clipped that. Agreed on all counts. Thank you. Some people don't get the last one at all. And I'm just like, oh. Especially after the anime. There's parts in the anime, and I'm thinking of after I finish 1 and 2, do like a watch party with people for the anime. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. There are things about the anime I'm not fond of. Yes, count me in. Alright, awesome. Because it's on Crunchyroll now, the anime, because Funimation and Crunchyroll combined. though, yeah. Get stripping down. Okay, anyway, we're gonna strip with Taka and I bared ourselves to each other in bathhouse. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Especially chapter 2. So later, when we get to the next Danganronpa stream, which will be in 2 weeks. No, it'll be next week because I want to get back to the schedule that we originally had. I had to shift this a week forward. What was his name? So once we get to the investigation and trial, I'm going to start with a huge thing saying this chapter is really an issue. There are things about the game that are issues. Overall, the stories are important, but I love the stories. Yes, it was made 10 years ago, but still, even then, there were no excuses for some of it. So, but yeah. We will talk about the issues as they come up, I promise. Tucker and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give yes? Alright, so... we have Max gloves. Red scarf, Adorable's reaction, collection and children. I have a list of things. Yeah. There we go, we're gonna give him the Max gloves. Pair of boxing gloves infused with a staggering amount of passion and effort. Wearing them makes you want to throw 1,000 cross counters. There we go.
It can't be.
Are you sure I can have such a splendid gift? Thank you so much, Makoto! Seeing Taka so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy. Hey Makoto, as long as we're talking, let's really talk. What do you say? Huh? Oh, sure, that's fine. Excellent.
You hear me?
Then let's get down to brass tacks and find out where we stand on all the big issues. So what should we discuss? Politics, the economy, international affairs? Wait, hold on. Instead of a big serious discussion, can't we just have a normal conversation? That's the best way to learn about people, I think. What do you mean a normal conversation? Well, for example, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Listen to me!
Study, of course. I'm a student, aren't I? A student must be a studying professional. And of course, my duties as the chairperson of the Morals Committee can be quite busy as well.
You understand?
It's my duty to foster an environment in which we can all focus on our studies. Okay, but what else? Like when you're at home and you just have some time to kill. If I have time to kill, I study. I see. Haha, this is fun. Okay, my turn. Makoto, what do you like to do in your spare time? Tucker out here, like, free time is study time. Yeah. You know, just normal stuff. Watch TV, play video games. Huh? And this helps you study? How? No, it's not about studying. It's just for fun, you know?
That's wrong!
But doing things just for fun serves no purpose. There must be more to it. I mean, in fact, your body, your mental health needs things that are just for fun. So it's for your own benefit. Things... You wouldn't spend your valuable time doing something useless, would you? He can insist all he wants, but in the end, maybe there is a good reason, like getting into something and talking to people about it. So maybe relating to your friends. Actually, it is studying. I'm gonna cheat. Sorry. That is what I thought it was. Relating to your friends. You know how it's useful? It helps you give you something to talk about with other people. Something to talk about. Like when you see something awesome on TV or some awesome game and you want to share it with someone. You find other people who feel the same way and that's how you make friends, see?
It can't be.
What? What?
This is ridiculous!
I once was blind, but now I see. What the heck?
How
Taka's like, that's how you make friends? Game out here. Yeah. Teaching us that to be the ultimate is to aggressively lean into 1%. But that's true. I actually think this is something that's looked at different in a bit more detail in the second game. So that kind of thing has plagued me for years. I've tried making friends, but whenever I would make conversation, it would die after a few minutes. But now I finally found the answer.
I see!
I need to study more games, more TV shows. No, you don't need to study them. Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. If there was a hole somewhere around here, I'd totally go hide in it. And let it get to me. I wasted all that time. I never saw the blind spot in my studies. I'm a complete embarrassment. I'm not qualified to even be on the morals committee, let alone lead. Oh my god, Taka, calm the fuck down. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Thank you, Professor Makoto. Professor? You've taught me a most valuable lesson. You've earned my respect and the title of Professor. That's gonna make things super awkward. There's no need to be modest, Professor. I can't wait for your next lesson, and until then, I will strive to learn as much as I can on my own. Well then, Professor, by your leave. Without waiting for a reply, Taka ran off. Professor? Although thinking about it, I didn't totally hate it. Oh my god, Taka and Toko need to self-deprecate to their death. Oh my gosh, yes. Professor Makoto. Maybe he wants to be a teacher. You've unlocked the skill, attentive influence. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. I can't. Alright. After we're done, it's okay. And then it's free time again, please. Free time. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go for a break, but I'm gonna quickly save. Alright, and I will be back. Hey! Okay, I came back. I have tea. And I have, some snack. Because... Okay. So we were gonna hang out with... Let's hang out with Celeste. Thank you, Phil. Alright. F1. I'm on map. Choco's in her room. Choco's in her room. And the... Celeste is in the hallway, okay. I have grown entirely accustomed to life here. With enough time, any place can eventually come to feel like home. Yeah.
As for me,
I truly frighten myself. To captivate even insignificant little creatures like yourself. Wow. So listen, I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give... Yeah. I will have a look. Oh yeah, I'll give her the tea. Herbal tea is to promote beauty and wellness. You can somehow sense it's essential out. Yeah, she'll want her tea, even if she... Interesting! The gods heard my prayer and my wish has been granted. This is all because of my daily sympathy and... This is all because of my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? What are you talking about? Seeing Celeste so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Okay. Makoto, I would like to share something with you. That's how she says it in the class trial. She goes, Makoto. I'm just like, okay. What is it? My perfect gambling strategy. Is there really such a thing?
Indeed.
Of course there is. Are you ready? Please pay attention. Whatever the game, you must have a mind for strategy. This will allow you to increase your odds of winning. Good yum. However, the exciting part about gambling is that there is a power which can overwhelm any strategy. There is.
Indeed.
That power is luck. Well, good news! I'm the ultimate lucky student! Luck?
Actually,
There are only two types of luck, good and bad. There's no in between, but what if you have a luck cycle? And that luck is built into every human at the moment of conception, like a computer program. I mean, there's a lot of stock put in luck in this game.
is that okay?
Some call it fate. The bottom line is, luck is a life. Does this mean if Celeste didn't get into gambling, she could have been the ultimate lucky student? It's an interesting theory, I think.
Well,
Do you see what I am saying? You mean that's your perfect strategy? Correct. You see, I was programmed to have good luck when it comes to gambling. You're a computer? This is why I have never lost. So that's all there is to it? You are the ultimate lucky student, yes? Does this perhaps exceed my own luck? One day, I hope to put that to the test. Okay, I'm going to mention someone that's in the second game. And that's all. Celeste, Mikoto, Nakato, all together, testing their luck in gambling would be a goddamn disaster. Okay, thank you. One day, I hope to put that to the test.
I hope you are well.
Well then, have a nice day. Without another word, Celeste quietly disappeared. I'd say like my life's been more bad luck than good lately. Gambling is probably not a great idea for me. But what if that bad luck was just Makoto? What if that bad luck was just gonna circle into extreme good luck? That's not Nagado's first Roy. I'm sorry. Yay, we have a mix, our more skill points we can use. Whoa, that's actually a really good thing. Okay. We're gonna hang out with Chihiro for the next two free time. We just couldn't because I mean we could have. It just wouldn't have resulted in the free time event, so I'm not wasting my time. That's good. Ding dong. Bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
I have green rose tea from T2, and it's just good. This is a school announcement.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Another day gone. But even though today is over, this game definitely isn't. How long is this going to keep going? Until you've had all your free time events. All the stress and anxiety kept me from falling asleep until late in the night. Know the feeling, bro. Bruh. Whenever I spot a cute girl, I have a tendency to stare. Same. I can't help it, I just gaze with intensity. The other day, I rode my bike to the train station.
I was in the bathroom, just looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh. I knew a boy, isn't it? You know what? That's his business. That's Monogamous business.
Ding dong, bang bong.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
But how would anyone know it's a beautiful day? It's a beautiful day! Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's head to the dining hall. Yeah, I can just... R. Horns around to talk to before we go in. Okay. Hello? Everyone? How are you doing? Same as always, but... yeah, that sounds about right. Is this everyone? It feels a little small. Yaki and Taka stormed off yesterday and wasn't too surprised they hadn't come today. Even the table looks bigger somehow. I assume that is because 3 people are dead and 2 are abstaining. Yeah, so there's only 10 of you. Yeah, with 5 people missing, I guess it would feel kind of empty. Still, I know Byaki is whatever, but shouldn't we go check on Toko?
For serious?
I vote no. She's super annoying. It's not wrong. How can you be so cold? You are like a piece of rock candy.
You hear me?
What? No, rock candy isn't cold. It's sweet. Taka.
Shit.
Anyway, Byaku's the real problem. If we don't keep an eye on him, he might really kill someone. You can see it in his eyes.
Huh?
We got no choice. Get some rope. We're gonna have to keep him bound and gagged. Kinky. I think that's going a little overboard.
Count on it.
He's right. In this situation, there's nothing scarier than when an ally turns loose cannon. When was he ever an ally? Just like when we were kids and someone would go crazy at sports day. I'm just gonna check that my mic is working again. Yeah, it is. I get paranoid. It's fine.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? You gotta use the rope to do tug of war or something? Idiot!
It can't be.
I'm not an idiot.
You!
You're an idiot. Who are you calling stupid? Oh, what's wrong, Chihiro? You don't look so great.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just going through a little self-loathing. Huh? Self-loathing? I said that wrong. Self-loathing. Well, after what Byaki said to me yesterday, I just got so nervous I locked up. I couldn't say anything. I wanted him to help me out, and even he said I was someone who can't fight back.
Oh.
I hate how weak I am. Did I get this right? Because if not, we're gonna be fucked. No, I had it right. She's too sad in that one. I see. So Mona made you depressed.
What?
What? How's
What?
it my fault?
Hey, come on.
I wasn't trying to be mean. Besides, girls are just naturally weak anyway, right? Are you crying? It's because you were screaming like a lunatic.
Hey, come on.
Don't cry. It's my fault, okay? I won't yell at you anymore. Really? Not sure I can believe that.
Huh?
Just shut up.
What?
I got it. I'll make you a
What?
promise as a man.
Huh?
Promise as a man?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I mentioned this before, but ever since I was a kid, there was one thing my brother told me over and over again. He said that no matter what, a real man always keeps his promises. That's what he left me. Okay. Left you? Oh yeah, my brother's dead. Oh, I see.
That's true.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to make all you guys cry.
Yo.
Anyway, so you can trust me when I make that promise. So you don't gotta cry anymore. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mondo. Sure.
But
I still don't like how I am right now. I have to get stronger. I'm so weak, anything can make me cry. That's not good. Still, don't stress out too much about having to get stronger. Sick. Be talking to her again. This chapter. No, I want to get stronger. Maybe I should start working out. In that case, I would be happy to help you out anytime.
Just a second.
Shut up, Hifumi. Yes, exactly, Hina. Oh, she's happy now. Smiling Chihiro. This was my child. Oh, finally cracked a smile, huh?
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone, thank you. Looks like Chihiro's gotten some life back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If we keep helping each other out like this, we're bound to get out of this crappy place sooner or later. I mean, someday. I'm sure. Makoto's losing hope! So our biggest concern right now is the other two who never showed up to breakfast, and they're never gonna. What can I do to try and understand those two better? Well, for one, you could kiss Byakuya. There's just a thought, Makoto, but maybe through kissing you get like some information from him, like it comes. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't care about Toga. Okay, so what should I do today? We're gonna go hang out with Chihiro. Okay. Alright, Chihiro's osmosis via kissing. Exactly, you get it. Okay, so Chihiro's in the hallway. Chihiro, 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 I don't care about Hifumi.
Hello there.
Hello there, Makoto. How nice to see you here. Should I hang out? Yes!
Yay!
I really like talking to you. Oh, it's so sweet. So wonderful. I spent some time talking with Chihiro. Chihiro and I grew a little closer today. Yes, I do want to give Chihiro a present. She is a precious bean. Okay. Blueberry perfume, Curlian camera, unending dandelion, tips and tips. Alright, let's see. It's one of those. Hifumi is... Oh my god, Hifumi is the worst. Uh-huh. Huh? Let's go... Share this. Camera and a video to take pictures of electrical fields surrounding objects. Sadly, there's no film. Alright.
Yay!
Oh, it's really amazing. I'll take really good care of it. I'll hold on to it forever. Seeing Chihiro so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. If you don't hate the idea, would you like to talk some more? Jeez, if there's anyone who can say no to someone who asks like that, I'd like to meet him. Sure, I'd love to learn more about you. I think I said that wrong. Okay, but what do you want to know? Let's see, what kind of program are you working on now? I bet it's pretty amazing.
You know?
Oh, actually, I just started the research process for something. You remember that database software I told you about? I'm retooling it into something a little more complex. But I signed an NDA with the company that hired me, so I can't really go into the details. Yeah, they probably wouldn't want the wrong people to hear about it, huh?
I'm sorry.
It's not that I don't trust you or anything. I just made a promise, you know, and it's a legally binding contract. Sorry. Wait. She's a minor, right? Like, they're supposed to be like 16 when they go to Hope's Peak Academy. Oh, I'm a bit of a... It's my fault for asking something you couldn't talk about. Oh, but maybe I can give you a little hint. It has to do with simulating human thoughts. This is to do with artificial intelligence. I don't even need to look. I know this answer. Developing some kind of artificial intelligence, aren't you? You figured it out. Yeah, because you have a really obvious hint. Was my hint too easy? Yes.
What should I do?
What am I gonna do? If I find out I broke my promise, they might... Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. Yeah, but how many cameras are around, Makoto? Yeah, I know. I know I can trust you. Okay, I guess I can tell you about it.
You know?
I'm working on a type of artificial intelligence the world has never seen before. It's what we call a strong AI. It's designed to think like a human, to process any mental task we can. A strong AI? You see, in the field of artificial intelligence, there's strong AI and weak AI. Strong. Yeah, exactly. Weak AI isn't meant to match human intelligence. It's simply a type of problem-solving software. A weak AI isn't actually thinking. It's just executing actions programmed into it. Strong AI, on the other hand, is a program that can achieve true self-consciousness, full ego awareness. In other words, a strong AI is a complete entity, a computer program capable of becoming aware. But it's always just been a hypothesis. Plenty of experts don't think it's even possible. It sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, and you're working on something like that?
But...
Well, like I said, right now I'm just researching it. I've made lots of progress on the programming side and the intelligence development. When it comes to actual awareness, it's still a long way off. It might even be impossible. Really?
You know?
I'm not sure how to put it, but no matter how well designed or complex a program is, no matter how closely the human can simulate the workings of the human brain, I don't think that's enough. If the program is only simulating thought, it will always be lacking something.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could say a soul? If you could somehow pull your own soul into the software, maybe then a strong AI could be created. Wait, a soul? Yeah, I know. It's not a programming term. I'm not even sure how that would work on a technical level. Sorry, figured I mentioned it.
You know?
Anyway, all I have right now is a theory. There's still lots of research left to do. Artificial intelligence sounds like a pretty tough subject, but I'm glad I got to hear about it. I wasted your time on another boring topic. I must have bored you to death, huh? In what world was that boring, Chihiro? No, the complete opposite. It was really interesting.
Huh?
You mean it?
Yay!
Okay, next time we talk, I want to hear about you. Oh, well, unlike you, I really am boring. No excuses. It's your turn next time. Okay. Yay! When she says it like that, I think the only way to refuse is if you're one of those soulless AI programs she mentioned. Yes. Another contestant enters the ring of self-deprecation. Yeah, for ultimate students, they sure are self-deprecative. But I don't want to say. Yes, we're gonna go hang out with Chihiro again. We might actually complete her today. And then I've gotta go work on something else. Actually, we might end up going hang out with Okie dokie. Kitchen, dining hall, yeah, this is right, yeah. Dressing room. Ah, it's their laundry. Alright. Oh, they're hanging out together! Mondo and Chihiro! They're friends! Aw, friendship! as much as called the lovely ladies of Earth. It's filled with what they refer to as world-class beauties. And Junko's on top. Rip Junko. Rip Junko. Alright. What's wrong? Did you need something? Yes! You want to sit down and talk for a while? Yes. Time with Chihiro. Yay. Yes. Give her, tips and tips. We're gonna give her that.
Yay!
Oh, it's really amazing! I'll take really good care of it. I'll hold on to it forever. Oh my god, the sweetest. Seeing Chihiro so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Hey Makoto, you remember your promise? Huh? What promise?
Huh?
Did you forget already? Yes. You promised that we could talk about you this time. No, Chihiro, don't cry, baby! No! You really did forget. Sure, look, it's taking shorter away. That's right, I did promise. She wanted to talk about me this time. I better go after her. Baby! I headed to Chihiro's room. No! Okay, I think this is the last one. Listen, I just wanted to tell you that I didn't forget about my promise. Of course I remember, so cheer up, okay? Baby, no! Can we talk about you today? Sure, I don't mind at all.
Yay!
Really? Great, then come in and sit down. Look at her room. She got the telescope. And the pictures like this face. Look at, oh my god. I don't understand the setup with the bed. Why are there beds in the middle of the room? Just like right in the middle of the room. Huh? I can come in. Yeah, of course. I know what she said, but I'm not sure she should be so quick to let her down. Let down her defenses like this. Okay, let's go. I want to hear all about you. I'm happy to talk, but what do you want to know? Well, let's start with a question. Huh?
You know?
What do you like to do in your spare time? Well, you know, I watch TV, play video games, lay around. That's pretty much it.
Huh?
Huh? What about sports? Oh, I don't really play anything. The only time I run anywhere is during gym or when I'm running late in the morning.
Huh?
Really? And you're still so strong? Strong? Me? No, I'm pretty much on the bottom rung of masculinity.
But...
You're on the bottom rung? Oh. Sure seems disappointed somehow. Hey, what's the matter?
You know?
Well, it's just, I'm looking for someone strong. Someone strong? Well, what about Sakura? No, I mean a guy. Think about strong guys, there is someone here who's probably been in a lot of fights. It's Mondo. What about Mondo? He's the ultimate biker gang leader, right? He's got to be the strongest guy here.
I see.
Mondo, yeah, that's it. Why are you looking for a strong guy? She went all quiet again. Are you, like, into tough guys or something?
You know?
I want to start training. I'm so weak. Huh? I thought if I could talk to someone strong about it, it might help motivate me. So that's why, huh? Sorry, I wish I could help somehow. Hey Makoto, do you have any kind of inferiority complex? Jeez, okay, fucking hell. Inferiority complex? You know, some part of you that you can't stand, something you absolutely hate. Well, I guess so. For me, it's how forgettably ordinary I am. Well, here's the thing, Makoto. You can do something about that. I've been made painfully aware of this part of me ever since I came here. The rest of you all have your ultimate abilities, but I don't have any kind of talent at all.
You know?
And how do you overcome that kind of feeling? I'm not sure I can. That's why I decided to just accept it. It's how I feel, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, you could work really hard on a skill and become really good at it. And if I find myself thinking about it too much, I just find something else to do with my time. If I throw myself into something hard enough, I can forget about it for a little while.
That's...
Throw myself into something.
I see.
That's a good idea. If I don't do something, nothing's ever going to change. Yeah, I think your advice has helped me understand. Advice? I'm not sure it was anything like that. Thanks, Makoto. Well, if it helped, that's good enough for me. Talking to her like this, I feel like I've gotten to know Chihiro really well. I think we understand each other a lot better. I wonder if maybe I've finally become a friend to her in the truest sense of the word. Yeah, we've completed her report card. We unlocked the skill cheat code. Yes, that's what I was after. I was using Chihiro. Yeah, I just got a Steam thing. I filled every page of Chihiro's report card. Alright. Then I might go hang out with Celeste for the next free time. Because I'm feeling a little hungry. Better get something to eat before it's nighttime. Okay then, let's go to the dining hall. Oh wait. I know what's happening. It's happening! I'm also hungry, but yeah, that's good. Good idea. But Quill should be back soon because it's happening. Now I'm about to get roped into something like this. Actually, no, I guess I'm already roped in.
Listen to me!
Hey, Makoto! Perfect timing! Huh? What's going on?
Hey, damn it.
Hey, yeah, hey. What's going on? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I have a bad feeling about this. Can I eat though, dude?
Listen to me!
You came at just the right time. I must ask for your full cooperation.
Hey, damn it.
Come on, Makoto, you gotta be our witness. Witness to what?
What?
This guy's been talking shit about me since day one, calling me a coward and shit like that. Listen, you two both say that you gotta expose yourself to other guys to become friends or whatever the fuck. So just do that. Get the hogs out.
You're corrupt!
You are a coward. That's why you turn to violence to solve your problems.
You!
That's why you can't do what society asks of you while you walk around dressed like that. I mean, Jesus, Taka.
Huh?
The fuck you say? You don't know shit.
You hear me?
You've already lost to yourself, but you're such a coward you don't even realize it.
Damn you!
So what? You saying you're not a coward? You think you're tougher than me?
Count on it!
I know I am.
You wanna fight?
Okay, then let's throw down. Prove you got what I don't got.
You hear me?
I accept your challenge.
What?
So that's what's happening, Makoto. You gotta be our witness. You're gonna throw down? You're not gonna start punching each other, are you? No. I think when they say throw down, they're talking about getting physical in another way. It involves exposing themselves. They both mentioned it. It's clearly about that.
Hey.
There's a bathhouse on the first floor of the dorm, right? With a sauna inside?
I see!
I see. A simple endurance contest, is it?
Got it!
We're gonna see who can stay in the sauna the longest, am I right? Cool. That's a great way to kill yourself.
Piece of shit!
Goddamn straight! I don't think anything about this is straight. Are you guys really going through with this?
Stop fucking around!
Shit, yeah!
You!
He'll be done in a matter of minutes anyway. People like him are, without exception, all talk. Oh my god, Taka, don't be such a judgmental prick.
You wanna throw down?
Bring it on! Hell, let's make things interesting. We don't want to win without a challenge, right? Interesting?
You son of a bitch!
We're gonna battle with all our clothes on!
Ridiculous!
That's idiotic! Suicidal!
You wanna fight?
What, you afraid? You're gonna regret this!
Stop fucking around!
Shut up and let's do this!
Hey, Mondo.
Lucky. Say.
What asshole?
There's a towel on his freaking hand that comes out like this far. Like, that is so...
You can take off your uniform, you know? Go ahead. I won't judge.
And you can shut the fuck up and mind your own business. I mean, look at you. Your face is all red. What are you, one of those goddamn hot spring monkeys?
It just so happens I was born with a red face.
You don't have to act all big, man.
Act, you say? I'm still plenty good to go. I'm so good, I could eat a steaming hot bowl of soup right now.
Are they okay? Try to push my concerns aside. A few minutes pass, then a few dozen minutes, then an hour.
Don't you think it's about time you gave up?
They really just... yeah.
What about you? You can't even hardly talk. Dumbass.
Say whatever you want. I'm still totally good to go. In fact, I'm starting to feel kind of cold.
Yeah, that's not a good sign, Taka.
That's probably not good.
Yeah. Oh god, everything about this scene. I just... Welcome back, Quill. Hey, guys, I know you both want to prove how big of badasses you are, but they're exposing themselves like men, Makoto. Just leave them. Don't you think you've done enough?
Shut up!
Just can't win. Ding dong! Bing bong!
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Hey, did you hear that? It's nighttime. How about we call it a tie?
In a true competition, there's no such thing as a tie. You win, or you lose. That's the only thing that matters.
Listen to you, you son of a bitch.
The good thing about this is it's giving my voice a break.
Then bring it on. I'll push you right up to the gates of hell.
The gates of hell? That's not a good place to push someone. Oh my god, no! Why is it so funny? This isn't good, guys. Yeah, you hear him? Better crawl on back to your room. I'll let you know how it went in the morning. Then you can start spreading my legend legs. And tomorrow morning, you'll fall down in front of me, down on your knees. I'll show you where to do it. Big talk from someone whose face is about to explode. Right back at ya. Okay, well, good night then. I really hope those two don't overdo it. But I'm sure. The death? No, surely they wouldn't go that far. So suggestive. Everything about the interactions. The concern stayed with me as I slowly succumbed to sleep. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. If fate does exist, does that mean your future is decided the moment you're born? If all your yesterdays pile up to create your tomorrow, is your future as final as your past? I just don't know.
That's why I'm still alive, because I don't know. That's why I desperately cling to life.
Okay. Ding dong bang bong!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Beautiful day. Seriously, when I try to do Monoku's voice, I sound like I'm just doing Mickey Mouse. Morning, huh? Mondo and Taka survived. Right about the two of them, I hurried to the dining hall more quickly than usual, and when I entered... What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? It is such a hard voice. Yeah, it is. What the?
Yo.
Hey, Makoto! Thank you so much for acting as our witness yesterday. Are they friends now? They've been like this all morning. They were all buddy-buddy as soon as they walked in. It feels gross. Yeah. Okay. They're not friends. Makoto. They are lovers. Two bros. Chilling in the cafeteria. Well, I mean, it was really chilling in the sauna. They were chilling in the sauna. 5 feet apart. Because they're gay as fuck.
What?
Feels gross? Hell no. Feels great, more like. Ooh. This almost feels like sexual harassment somehow. Forget her, bro. A girl like her just doesn't get a manly bond.
You hear me?
Friendship between men is stronger than blood. A woman could never understand.
Ain't that right?
What you just said? Bro, that was cool as shit. I should get a tattoo of it. Manly bonding, is that what the kids are calling it these days? I know, right?
Without a doubt.
No, bro, you mustn't. Your body is a temple given to you by your loving parents. Who won the contest?
Piece of shit!
Who gives a shit?
Got it!
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions. What matters is that we both took part in it together. It's completely different from what you were saying last night. Yeah, well, someone sucked someone's dick, obviously.
I see.
Friendship between men seems very simplistic. Nothing like what I'm used to with girls. Yeah, for real. All throughout breakfast that morning, the room was dominated by Mondo and Taka's overpowering boyfriendhood. All in all, it was a pretty unfortunate experience. Like, they're in the honeymoon stage. Just let them be. Leave them be. They're in the honeymoon stage. It's fine. What should I do today? Well, ding dong. Who could that be? Wondering who had come to open the door. So what's the van? Oh. Hey, Toko. What's the matter?
What's your problem?
Let them have their moment. Their super intense bonding moment. Exactly. Why are you so surprised? Am I really that annoying? Yes. Oh, well, I already know I'm annoying. I came here knowing that, so that makes it okay. No, you're not annoying. Stop lying to her. I just wondered what was going on. Gotta bounce when... Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll also let you know about a Flagman's death as well. I will. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by, Quill. I have a favor to ask. I want you to go somewhere with me. And where is it you want to go?
Well...
The library. Are you looking for a book or something? Why don't you just ask Byakuya? He spends all his time in the library anyway. Did I say something wrong? You're not a blabbermouth, right? This has to be a secret. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but if you want me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. Let's go to the library. Let's go to the mall. Okay, I got it, the library. Jeez, why so pushy? Quiet. Be quiet when you go in. Don't let him see you. She actually was starting to get annoying, but I did what she said and gently crept into the library. But boy. Unsurprisingly, Byakuya was there by himself, absorbed in a book.
He's here. He's really here. Okay, Makoto, go talk to him.
What?
Stop being so loud. Just hurry up and go talk to him.
You go talk to him if you want to so bad.
I can't. I don't want to interrupt him.
That's kind of crazy. Yes.
What the heck?
Well, maybe I don't want to. An extension code. I guess it's being used to connect the lamp to the power outlet, but where would you get something like this in school? Oh, listen. Okay, hey, Byakuya. He seems to really be focused on that book. It doesn't seem like the best time to talk to him. Is there ever a good time to talk to him? Hey, you. What are you doing back here? I hate even having to look at you. So you noticed me, huh?
Naturally.
Of course. Now hurry up and leave. And take her with you. Hey, Byakuya? Remember how you said, don't be a woman who dominates with weak men? Be a woman dominated by a strong man? I never said that. Well, actually, I just thought it sounded like something you might say. Get out. And go take a bath. You smell.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Go now before your stench leaches on to the entire room. Oh, okay. He really dug into us there. Maybe he's in a bad mood. He's super depressed. Did he really upset her that much? Byakuya, to go that far. He must be really concerned about me. Huh? He told me to take a bath and everything. He must really care about my well-being. Hey, Makoto, what do you think? Think about what? Do you think Byakuya and I would be good together? Well, no, I don't really know.
Maybe.
That's true. There's really no way to know. But the distance between us doesn't change our love. Girl, he hates you. Get some damn self-respect. Because as soon as you realize your feelings, the love is born. That's how love works. Okay. There might come a day when you understand. Maybe someday. Yeah, with Byakuya, sorry. Well, bye. Yeah, love. Oh, what?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Who would have ever guessed you would go for someone like him? Shing! But eager passion can also be scary. Sometimes that leads people off in the wrong direction. All of a sudden, I feel exhausted. Maybe I'll head back to my room for now. Alright, I'm gonna just go take another quick break. I will be back. I'm not gonna make tea this time. I just need the bathroom. Because I've had so much tea. I did it to myself. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be back. Bye. Hello, I am back. This open here. Yeah, we're gonna go find Celeste. Wait a second, I'm just gonna... Yeah, Jara, we finished. Ultimate Programmer. I just wanted to double check. I knew we had, I just wanted to double check. Okay, so Celeste. Warehouse, kitchen, dining hall. Laundry. Alright, she's not here. There she is. Hey, Celeste!
Most unfortunate.
Does this school not have a dry cleaning service? How terribly upsetting. What am I supposed to do? My clothes become soiled. Wash them yourself. Should I hang out with Celeste? Yeah.
There is nothing to be done.
Normally my pride would not permit me to allow you to be alone with me. But fine, I will allow you to entertain me for a while. I killed some time with Celeste. I thought they said killed someone for a second. I killed someone with Celeste! Spoiler alert! The next thing is done by Makoto. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's see what she wants. What she likes. We've done the rooted tea. No more of that ticket. Love status brings Zul's diamond rosewhip. Let's see if we have the rosewhip. We do. Okay.
Well,
So I can have this? I may have to revise my initial impression of you. The more wonderful things I receive from you, the better impression I get. Seeing Celeste so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy.
let's see.
Say, Makoto, do you like Mahjong? I've never actually played.
Most unfortunate.
Is that so? A pity. I was hoping we might play together. With what? Are you good at it?
Yes, indeed.
Good? No, I am not merely good. I once played a game of Russian roulette, mahjong, and what? Russian roulette? It was truly a fierce contest put on by a half-insane billionaire in the basement of his mansion. So a killing game is nothing new to you. My opponents were a fierce old man and a silver-haired boy who was said to have the devil's own luck. Is that right? We played with a modified rule set. I remember well the glass tiles we used. And you won?
Indeed.
I defeated them both at once. Okay, it's not the silver-haired boy I'm thinking of. I will never forget the angry, twisted looks on their faces. The crowd that had been invited to watch became positively riotous. Nobody could believe I had won. That is one of my fonder memories. Did the others die? I'm really glad I didn't agree to play mahjong with her. No, seriously, did the others die? I want to know if the silver-haired boy with the devil's own luck died. Yay, maximum skill points has increased. Unable to comprehend Celeste's fearsome past, I went back to my room. Ding dong bing bong.
Ahem. School announcement, Nighttime is quickly approaching, but before it arrives, all students, please gather in the gym immediately. Emergency! Emergency!
Gather in the gym? Why now all of a sudden? I really don't like the sound of this. I have a terrible feeling. Let's go. We're gonna go the long way so we can talk to people. Hey, Kyoko. Oh, Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now?
Indeed.
Yes. I don't want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right?
Right.
I can't imagine it's going to be good news, but it's not a good idea to fly him here and now.
Goodbye.
So I'm going on ahead. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. Yeah, sorry, dude. Gotta go talk to Mondo. Hey, Mondo. I love how everyone just seems so tall. Makoto is short, so like, yeah, okay, we're at crotch level with Mondo.
Yo.
I don't think he's that short. Hey man, you about to head in? Yeah, has everyone already gone on ahead?
Shit.
Looks that way. I don't like it, but nothing good's gonna come from ignoring that goddamn bear. Mondo, are you sure you're okay? You kind of went all out on that sauna.
What?
Huh? Who went all out? That shit doesn't even faze me.
Yo.
But you know, there at the edge of hell, a promise between men was waiting for me. Never saw it coming.
Yo.
Anyway, let's get our asses into the gym. Man, something unique must have happened between the two of them. Yes, one of them sucked the other one's dick. Sorry, Makoto, please. It's simple. Okay, gym. Wait. Oh no, I ain't going the right way. I was so confused. I was like, is this right? Huh? Also, yes, I'm being crass about it because it's that kind of game. I like doing like the long walks rather than doing the thing for this. We're not going to talk to him. I talk to everyone else. I don't talk to Hifumi. Asking us to gather all of a sudden like this. What could we possibly want?
Well,
Indeed, what might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Shut up! Like how the housewife on a classic TV show...
what the heck?
No, Hifumi. Something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up?
Huh?
What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular. Just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
What is this?
I'm not in denial! That reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? Those bastards. How'd that turn out? It seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
Well...
That's just...
Huh?
I wonder what actually happened.
Certainly.
It's strange, that's true. There's no way the police would know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area.
What?
The police suck! I mean, Jesus, for once I agree with Hifumi about something. On the contrary, the mastermind may be just that powerful to take control even of the police.
Could it be...
Oh, this might not be related, but... then don't say it. Nope, gonna say it.
It's not like some occult mystery.
It's about last night. I was near the main hall just staring off into space. You seem to do that a lot here. When all of a sudden, I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that I don't really know what it was. What kind of sound? Well, like I said, I don't really know. But if I had to describe it...
Could it be...
It was like a construction site, I guess. Construction site?
Serious?
I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. Must have just been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Say what? What you talking about, Toko? Right. Hey, dude.
Whew.
He's arrived. What Hero heard wasn't the sound of construction. But it could have been an explosion. Huh? Or maybe a machine gun. Pooh! That can kind of sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? What? Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped, my lips are sealed, I am fully puckered. It's a secret little secret.
And?
Fine, then let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here?
Say what?
You don't beat around the old bush, do ya? Ready for me to get to the point, huh? Yes.
If you please.
Because I don't want to do your voice anymore. But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. Same. My stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably because of this ho-hum, boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue.
Yep.
Listen, can I just be frank?
Today, I'm feeling black.
The next Blackened hasn't shown up yet, and I'm getting bored.
Hey,
So I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. Motivate? Is another set of videos or something? Are you gonna show us some demented thing to try to drive us all to murder?
Damn it!
Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say! Just awful!
You hear me?
I don't know what you've got planned, but we're not gonna kill each other anymore.
Got it!
No matter what you do, I swear to God we won't. That's very big talk. Do your best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. So this time it's...
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Embarrassing memories and secrets. As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. Ta-da! So I did a little investigating of my own and I'll dig up some of your darkest secrets.
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed envelopes at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was on the inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. I'm sorry, but if that's your deepest, darkest secret, you're leading a pretty great life. What? How? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. You have 24 hours. If someone doesn't become the Blackened by then...
Extreme!
All your deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van strapped with loudspeakers and spill the beans.
Yeah!
Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? So that's what you meant by motivate. Yep, you got it. You're all pretty unpleasant. Trust me, none of you want me to reveal that stuff, right? Yeah, probably not. It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but we'd never kill over something like that. Yeah, no, you wouldn't kill over someone finding out that you wet your bed until you were in 5th grade. But you don't know what these people's lives have been. Celeste told you before that she played fucking Russian roulette mahjong. Who knows what she's been up to in her life? Who knows what she'd kill to keep secret? Like, come on. Byakuya's a rich dude. He's got to have a bunch of corruption and stuff behind him. You know? Come on.
What?
Oh, what did you say?
Count on it!
He's right. Your player's doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing.
This is kind of depressing.
Oh no. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know no matter what, so I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you say you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay, then the 24 hours I'll expel is all your secrets just to make myself feel a little better.
Okay.
So sad, so depressed, fear not well. With an almost convincing look of depressed dejection on his face, Monokuma proceeded into the gym's depths.
So,
I didn't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. Yeah, okay, maybe your secret is that you wet the bed until 5th grade as well. I mean, yeah, having those secrets revealed is going to be totally embarrassing, but that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Listen to me!
Good news, everyone! I have a brilliant idea!
You hear me?
Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now?
Without a doubt.
If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right?
Quiet down and listen!
Okay, so my embarrassing thing is... I don't want to hear your stupid story. What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care when anyone sees. I don't want to talk about mine.
As for me,
Neither do I. Not because it is unpleasant, but because it is impossible.
Oh?
Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you. Absolutely not.
Come on, come
Oh,
on.
shut up, Afumi.
honestly.
As I said.
Here we go.
Hey!
I said I don't want to talk about it, you human bag of lard! Right.
Say what?
I agree with him. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try to my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone.
so,
If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it. I hope you're right. The secret's so bad you'd kill someone to keep it? Nobody's got something like that, right? You don't know what other people's lives have been. Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but...
You hear me?
Each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secret exposed isn't gonna be fun, but it's not like we're gonna die because of it. So, don't do anything hasty.
Well,
The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more. Oh, okay, sorry. I know it's gonna be tough, but... Ding dong bang bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Maybe I want the bedbugs to bite. Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's all call it a day.
Of course.
Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow. I was left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but shake it off! Shake it off! We left things as they were and left things as they lay. One by one, we headed back to our rooms. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least, that's what I thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic. Which is probably why, without too much of a struggle. Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. Maybe Makoto has myalgic encephalitis. Fell asleep, but what I didn't know is even then, a tragedy was taking place. The biggest, most awful tragedy in human history. Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active. I mean, for example, it's the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly, few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice, then put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering what's the point I'm trying to make.
well, I'm not totally sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
I wonder know what he's saying about a killer's passion. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning!
What? Nice reaction! I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. What? What are you doing here?
Yep.
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person. What the hell for? Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figure I'll let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates? What?
Say what?
What? Your face is all blue like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck. Something's happened to someone. Is it? Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No, what if it's pointless? Especially now when the dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall.
Ah!
Makoto!
Are
you okay?
Hey,
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and Yakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something?
perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because that happened yesterday?
Huh?
It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it get me to go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already! There's something wrong with him, serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. My ear's itchy. The game is afoot. Okay, Sherlock. Yes. Alright, let's go looking everywhere. Hey, Hina. We're just looking for a dead body. Maybe. Could be wrong.
So,
I knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? It's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for... I mean, that doesn't make sense, but okay, let's go. It's second floor, let's follow. There's just something really creepy about not taking any sort of, when you think you're looking for... Hey, Makoto, honestly, what do you think? Huh? About what?
For serious.
About Byakuya. You think it's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You know more about that kind of thing than me, right?
Huh?
What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay, listen, fortune telling is like...
Well?
It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudoscientific bull crap. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. About just walking slowly, trying to find a dead body slowly. There's just something really creepy about it. Do I know exactly where it is? Yes. Am I gonna make it easy? No. It's round, no, it's round. Okay. Is there around in the hallway? Just curious. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright. Huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya!
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he placed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. What? I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at, but as soon as I did... Yeah, valid. A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Did I lie? Danganronpa. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand,
Very strange.
most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Chihiro! Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. Something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. Murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike Psycho, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if
Interesting.
whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even reel again to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Psychos, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. Imagine it so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement that Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
dead. Yes. Dead? Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Tucker bolted out of the locker room. We'll be finishing up soon. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wind and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
We're just gonna sit here. And then that's it for today's stream. Sorry Chihiro, I love you. Thank you for giving me your cheat code skill. It's gonna be useful as I solve your murder. I'm really actually sad. I love Chihiro. But yeah, sadly that's how the story goes. Let's go see who is streaming. Let's see who we can raid. There's Stasi who's playing Kirby. There's Cosmic who's playing a game called Strange Horticulture, which is a plant sort of game. Let's have Cosmic's on a break right now. So I think I will raid Stasi. We love Stasi. Thanks everyone who came by. I appreciate it. You're all great. Here is my raid message. I'll be streaming the investigation and trial of chapter 2 next Thursday, so that we get back on the schedule I had. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. We're gonna go raid Anastasia Stardust. Because she's great. Thank you everyone. I love you. Alright. Bye bye.